car turns normal people into absolute weirdos. We creep at red lights, hold our breath near trucks, and trust vibes over warning lights. These habits feel logical in the moment, but look ridiculous from the outside. Let's expose 20 things drivers do that make zero sense, and I guarantee you do at least 3 of them. Number 20. Turning the radio down to see better. Do you park with your eyes or your ears? So why do you turn down the music? We turn the volume down and suddenly feel smarter and safer. Our brain has limited bandwidth, and noise steals focus when the parking space looks tighter. We also do it in rain, in fog, and in crowded lots, because our eyes want control and calming. We mute the speakers like silence adds sunlight and gives the windshield extra clarity. The real fix is simple and safety. Slow down, breathe, and give your eyes seconds. Use mirrors, use the backup camera, and keep your hands relaxed and steadier. If you feel rushed, stop, reset, and try again, because hurried steering causes damage and scrapes. NTSA keeps warning that distraction multiplies crashes, and parking lots are full of blind corners. This habit is fine, but it is a warning light for your mood, because stressed drivers make cost-liar choices. Next is the red light creep that feels patient and clever, but puts you in the worst spot. Number 19. Creeping forward at red lights as it helps. You wish you had green spray paint to make the light go. So instead, you slowly creep forward hoping it turns faster. We inch forward because sitting still feels wrong and restless for everyone. We think the sensor will notice our presence, like the light is judging our patience. Sometimes we are late, sometimes we are bored, and sometimes we hate feeling trapped and helpless. The problem is creeping. Rides the brakes, warms pads, and chews rotors in slow motion damage. It also pushes us into crosswalk space, blocks turns, and raises danger in busier lanes. We crawl like turtles, then glare at the signal like our hurry can change physics. Traffic engineers explain that loop sensors sit back and creeping rarely changes timing or detection. The better habit is basic and safety. Stop once, leave space, and keep your wheel straight for control. Sometimes I ask the passenger if they can find the green spray paint in the glove box. And right when the light turns green, I say, never mind, it turned green on itself. If you're going to steal that joke and use it yourself, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Number 18. Staring for eye contact like it solves anything. Someone cuts you off hard and you instantly hunt for eye contact. What are you actually doing? Trying to telepathically download an apology. We stare like this is a courtroom drama, and the verdict depends on vibes. And yes, I'm so toxic that if they mouth, sorry, it's instantly forgiven. One tiny apology face, and suddenly the crime is erased, and history rewritten. Meanwhile, traffic keeps moving and your car is still rolling. That stare won't fix bad merging, missed blind spots, or terrible timing. It just steals attention while your brain argues with strangers. We act like one intense look will reset the entire universe. The smarter move is simple and boring. Eyes forward, space rebuilt, ego dropped. Defensive driving isn't about winning moments. It's about avoiding damage. Next is the warning light we ignore. And that one turns denial into expense fast. Be honest. Are you as toxic as me or totally unbothered? Drop it below in the comments. Number 17. Pretending the warning light is just vibes. This one can cost you thousands of dollars. The warning light shows up, and we tell ourselves, sensors are dramatic and annoying. Denial feels cheaper today because the first thought is expense and warranty, not the cause. Some lights are minor, but others are early damage and danger, like overheating or low oil pressure on your commute. The best move is clean and safety. Scan codes, read the manual, then choose before you drive into failures. We treat the dash like holiday decor, and blinking becomes festive and ignorable. Factory service bulletins and independent shops see hotter breakdown when fluid stays darker. We have seen a daily driver show up with burned fluid and harder shifts near 100,000 miles because lifetime marketing sounded harmless. If this hit home, what light have you ignored the longest? Drop it below, then subscribe for reliable fixes. So, when a warning light shows up, do you act fast or ignore IT? Tell us below in the comments and make sure to subscribe. Next is the steering wheel drum solo, and it shows stress and impulse in ways you will recognize. Number 16. Steering wheel tapping, drumming, and button mashing at stops. The car stops, and our fingers start a concert. tapping the wheel for dopamine and distraction. We do it from boredom and stressed energy, and the cabin turns into a tiny stage for nervous nerves during long lights in traffic. We become drummers, then look innocent when the horn blasts, which is hilarious and awkward. The real issue is grip. Tight hands create jerkier inputs, and jerky inputs create damage and wearing. Try this. Loosen your hands, drop your shoulders, breathe out, and keep your eyes wider and softer. You will steer more smoothly, brake more smoothly, and everyone feels safer and calmer. Defensive driving instructors teach scanning and relaxation because tunnel vision causes crashes. If you need a fidget, tap your leg, not the buttons. Random clicks can create confusion and complaints when you need heat defrost. Next is the breath hold move near trucks and puddles, and it is pure animal brain and panic. Number 15. Holding our breath passing a semi or splash zone. We hold our breath because the moment feels dangerous and uncertain. Big tires throw spray, wind buffets the car, and our body flips into alert and defensive mode. We know we are fine, but our brain still shouts threatening and urgent. We act like the truck is a shark, and we glide past the shark carefully, quietly. The fix is basic and safety. Do not camp in blind spots, pass with purpose, then rebuild space. Keep both hands steadier and focused. Look ahead, and do not stare like it is hypnotic. Commercial driver training drills safety and visible habits because blind spots decide control. If you are stuck beside the trailer, you are invisible, and that is how normal merges become damage. We have seen flying debris turn a compass into expensive damage and panic. Next is the huge gap, then rocket launch habit, and it burns fueling and brakes like crazy. Number 14. Leaving a giant gap, then flooring it to catch up. We drift back, we daydream, and suddenly the gap looks embarrassing and noticeable. Then we surge forward to fix it, and that burst feels powerful and decisive. The car does not care about pride. It sees harder throttle, harder braking, and extra wearing. Miles per gallon drops, brakes heat up, and the transmission works hotter, which shortens longer life. We drive like a rubber band, stretched, snapped, then pretending it was planned and graceful. The fix is clean and safety. Pick a gap, coast early, and avoid last-second braking. Steady flow makes you calmer, keeps tire temperatures lower, and reduces damage and vibration. Fleet drivers and tests show smooth inputs improve economy and durability. We have watched people play catch-up for 10 miles, then wonder why the pads smell burnt and costly. Next is the brake habit that smells like money and warning, and it starts with one tiny squeal. Number 13. Riding the brakes downhill, then acting shocked by the smell. We drag the pedal because speed feels scary and control feels slipping. We never learned engine braking, so fear turns into heating and damage. The pads glaze, the rotors warp, and the steering starts shaking and vibrating. We catch that burnt odor and act surprised, like friction is a rumor. We sniff smoke and pretend the car invented perfume and cologne. Downshift when appropriate, then brake in shorter, firmer bursts for control and safety. That keeps temperatures lower and keeps braking feel consistent and reliable. In the shop, we see mystery vibration complaints that are just overheated pads and warped rotors. Brake makers and service manuals warn that constant dragging causes overheating and early wearing. If you live in the hills, this habit gets expensive fast, especially with cargo. Give space, pick a steady speed, and let the drivetrain help. Next is the hazard button habit that turns any curb into a parking spot, and it can end in towing and damage. Number 12. Using hazards as the I can park anywhere button. We hit hazards because we want convenience, and we want it today. We swear it is 1 minute, but minutes turn into blocking and gridlock. Hazards do not create a lane. They only announce that we made a problem and obstacle. Those blinkers become a moral shield and a fake permission slip. We do it at curbs, bus stops, and corners, then act offended when horns start blaring. If you must stop, pull out of traffic, leave room, and keep sightlines clearer. A fake shoulder stop invites door dings, mirror hits, and expensive repairs. City codes and driver handbooks still treat obstruction as a citation, hazards or not. We have watched a stopped car get clipped because it was hidden by a curve. Shops love the chaos because chaos sells towing and bodywork. Next is mirror adjustment while moving, a bold confidence move that steals attention and creates damage. Number 11. Adjusting mirrors mid-drive like we are in a movie. We tweak mirrors on the move because we share cars, we bump them, or coffee chaos hits our elbow. It feels solved quickly, but it steals attention and steals reaction. At highway speed, 2 seconds blind is huge, and that is dangerous and costly. We calibrate at 60 miles per hour, like we are a stunt double and heroic. Set mirrors while parked, then drive, and keep the horizon in view so you stay aware and steadier. Make tiny changes, glance once, then return eyes forward, because staring is how lanes drift and sideswipes happen. If it still feels wrong, pull into a lot, fix it there, because dangerous mistakes become damage. Defensive driving courses repeat eyes up and hands steady to reduce crash damage. We have seen mirror fiddling lead to curb hits that look small, then turn into alignment and tire wear. Next is the passing lane ego move that turns normal flow into a contest and triggers expensive fallout. We're already halfway through, and if even one habit felt personal, tap the like button. And if 2 of these exposed you, welcome to the club. Go ahead and subscribe. Number 10. Speeding up when someone tries to pass. I'll admit this. Right now, I'm extremely guilty of this one. We see a car passing and our ego says never, not in front of us. It is pride, it is control, and it is the need to feel first and important. So we add throttle, the gap vanishes, and risk spikes quickly and dangerously. We defend our lane like it is property and realty. Let faster drivers go because your goal is reliable, calmer, travel, not a trophy. If they want to pass, create space, hold speed, and keep your hands calmer and steadier. This habit invites tickets, invites crashes, and invites expensive insurance pain. State driving guides warn drivers not to accelerate while being passed for safety. We have watched this turn into a shoulder runoff, then 2 drivers arguing with damage behind them. Your car earns longer service from smooth inputs, not from winning a merge. Next is the navigation fight, where we argue with a robot, then still end up clueless and stressed. Number 9. Fighting the navigation, then taking the wrong turn anyway. We miss a turn, then our pride says the navigation voice is wrong and annoying. We insist on a shortcut because being corrected feels humiliating and stressful. Then we dive across lanes, which is dangerous and often pointless. We blame the voice for being late, while our hands are busy doing awful math. If you miss it, accept it, reroute, and keep decisions calmer and cleaner. A wrong exit costs minutes, but a panic swerve can cost panels, wheels, and expensive damage. Slow down, signal early, and take the next safe option because control beats drama. Road safety groups keep warning that sudden lane changes drive crash rates up near exits. We have seen curb strikes from last-second dives. Then the owner wonders why the wheel shakes. Next is the console clutter pile that turns every cabin into a rolling junk drawer, and it can break switches. Number 8. Hoarding random stuff in the console like it is a storage unit. We treat the car like a closet, so cups, cords, coins, and receipts stack into clutter and disorder. It feels harmless until a drink leaks, sugar dries, and buttons start sticking and failing. Loose junk becomes a projectile, and that is dangerous and costly. Our console turns into a museum of weird treasures and forgotten snacks. Keep a small bin, purge monthly, and keep the driver's footwell clearer and safety focused. Do not block vents, do not jam shifters, and do not hide the parking brake under trash. A single coin can fall into tight gaps, then create rattles that drive people insane and spending. Driver safety guides warn about loose items in a crash because cabin objects move quickly. A cleaner cabin also keeps you calmer, and calmer driving protects tires and brakes. Next is the phone glance, the habit nobody admits, and it turns 1 second into serious damage. Number 7. The glance at the phone that is never quick. We tell ourselves it is just a glance, but eyes leave the road, and time stretches quickly. That is distracted driving, and it is dangerous and expensive. 1 swipe turns into 2. Then the brake light ahead becomes a surprise, and panic hits harder. We look down for 1 second, then look up, and the whole world moves without permission. Mount the phone, set audio, and use Do Not Disturb, so your brain stays calmer and present. If you must type, pull over, because no text is worth a crash or a lawsuit. Safety testing and crash reports. Keep showing reaction time drops when eyes leave the road. Shops love phone crashes because they sell expensive bodywork and insurance claims. If this feels personal, subscribe for reliable habits and comment phone, so we know this is your toughest one. Next is the gas station ritual that wastes money and can trigger expensive emissions problems. Number 6, topping off gas after the click. Just to round it out, We chase a clean number because our brains crave control and closure. We hear the click, then keep squeezing, chasing perfect and satisfying. Pump warnings exist because overfill can soak charcoal and canisters. When liquid fuel hits the evaporative system, a check engine light shows up later, usually at the worst timing. We have watched owners pay for total testing and pointless rechecks, all from one habit that turns expensive. Fuel can burp back, splash paint, stink up the trunk, and leave you embarrassed and frustrated. We act like the nozzle is a scoreboard, and we want the total to look heroic and completed. If you smell raw gas, stop, step back, and wait, because fumes are flammable and dangerous. Stop at the first click, cap tight, and leave the tank breathing normal and healthy. Next comes the wiper panic move that scratches glass and makes you feel broken and miserable in a storm. And if you've made it this far, drop a like and subscribe. You're doing us a huge favor. Number 5. Running wipers on dry glass, then wondering why they streak. This starts as panic or laziness and ends as noisy streaks and glare. We wipe dry dust across the windshield and the rubber drags, grabbing and skipping. Blade makers warn dry wiping accelerates wearing and cracking, especially in summer heat. Cost angle, hazed glass, and torn blades turn night driving into scary trouble, and the fix is not cheap. We want better vision, so we sand our own windshield like that is smart and brave. Top washer fluid, clean the blade edge with a damp towel, and clean the glass because grime makes new blades feel useless. If the rubber is hardened or split, replace the pair, then test the spray pattern so the wipe stays smoother and quieter. Most drivers should replace blades yearly because old rubber gets stiffened and unpredictable. If you drive salty roads, clean the wiper arms too because corrosion makes chatter louder and annoying. After that, the seatbelt shortcut feels comfortable until physics gets violent and unforgiving. Number 4. Wearing the seatbelt wrong under the arm or behind the back. We do this for comfort, bulky jackets, or because the trip feels shorter and harmless. But the belt only works when it loads the bones, not the belly, because that becomes painful and dangerous. Every owner's handbook shows the routing, and crash labs repeat the same simple reality. Under the arm lets the upper body keep moving, the head snaps, and the chest takes damage that lasts longer. Behind the back turns restraint into decoration, and the airbag can hit harder and higher than you expect. We treat the belt like a suggestion, then act surprised when gravity votes against us. Adjust height, seat position, and slack. Keep the lap belt low on the hips, and keep the shoulder straps centered. If the belt rubs your neck, move the anchor. Do not reroute it, because comfort should stay safety and correct. Then comes the hand on the shifter habit that slowly adds wearing and makes shifting feel sloppy and cheap. Number 3. Resting a hand on the shifter, manual or automatic. This one is habit, part control, part race driver cosplay, and mostly unnecessary. In a manual, that resting pressure can load forks and bearings, and it can make the linkage feel looser and tired. Transmission builders talk about constant side load causing premature wear in parts that should float freely. In an automatic, it trains rough inputs, and rough inputs create heating and damage over time. Shop-proof, we have seen tired bushings and a sloppy feel that improved when drivers changed habits, not parts. We hold the shifter like a microphone, then wonder why the drivetrain sounds cranky and dramatic. Shift with intention, then put both hands back on the wheel, because two hands keep reactions quicker and safer. This habit also steals focus in traffic, and that distraction becomes dangerous and expensive. If you need somewhere to rest, use the armrest, not the gearbox, because gearboxes are not comfort furniture. Now comes the climate control panic, where we blast air like it fixes everything rapid and magic. Number 2, blasting heat or air conditioning instantly, then turning it down 5 seconds later. We want comfort immediately, so we slam the fan to maximum and call it solved. Then the noise feels annoying, the air feels harsh, and we start flipping modes like a slot machine, wasting attention. Climate controls work best with steady settings, and constant cycling can fog glass and keep temps unstable. The system needs patience to mix air, dry humidity, and settle, so give it consistency and calmness. We twist knobs like a casino lever, hunting jackpot comfort in one pull, then acting shocked at the noise. Set a reasonable temp, use recirc smartly in traffic, and use defrost early, because fog shows up suddenly and dangerously. Last is the mystery rattle ritual, and it is the most human, stressful thing we do. If this list felt personal, hit like, subscribe, and comment on which habit you do highest. Because we build episodes from actual owner stories. Number 1. The mystery rattle ritual. Tap the dash, turn the music up. A noise appears, and we choose denial, superstition, and volume because admitting problems feels expensive. We tap trim, press panels, crank bass, and pretend the sound is gone, even though it is hiding and growing. Techs start with the simple stuff, because most rattles are loose items, not broken parts. We knock on the dashboard like we are negotiating lease and rules with a stubborn landlord, and the car refuses terms. Empty the cabin first, then check the glove box, door pockets, seat rails, and the spare tire well, because loose tools are common. If it persists, note the conditions: speed, road texture, fan setting, and temperature, because patterns make diagnosis quicker. And if a shop tries a diagnostic fishing trip, remember vague noises can become profitable and expensive. If this hits close, subscribe now. Click the next video for our simple checklist that catches damage early. Wait too long, and that small noise becomes expensive, annoying, and endless. Which habit hit you hardest today, honestly, and why?